Kathy Callahan-Brady, and welcome to In the Trenches. Today I'm really excited. Our guest here is Vladimir, and I'm going to blow your last name completely. You're going to have to help me with this.
Give it a try. Popov.
Popov. Anyways, he's with Frederick, from Frederick National Lab, and he's also one of our advisors, so thank you for coming today. I really appreciate it.
Absolutely, my pleasure.
Yeah, and thank you for coming out at 7:30 in the morning and helping our guys out. I mean, you've just been such a great mentor to them, and you guys have really been a great partner to FITCI, so we really appreciate that.
Oh, absolutely. We appreciate the invite and opportunity to kind of share what we know, So.
Yeah, well, Frederick National Lab is a little confusing to a lot of people. It's like, what in the world is it? What do you guys do? How is it different from NCI and NIH?
So that's a good question. We're relatively new as a national lab. Mm-hmm. We've been around for 40 plus years, but we've been working for a National Cancer Institute, and we still are. We're funded fully by National Cancer Institute. But about 6 years ago, we received a designation of a national lab. So probably like Lawrence Livermore National Lab, Oak Ridge National Lab. Those are all DOE or Department of Energy labs. We are at Frederick National Lab for cancer research, and what's unique about us, aside from being one of the youngest ones, is that we're the only national lab in the U.S. that does exclusively biomedical research. So we do cancer research and AIDS research and infectious diseases.
Wow, that's exciting. How did you get there? What's your background?
How did I end up there? Let me see. So my background is I got my bachelor's degree in biochemistry. I got my PhD in biochemistry and molecular biology. I did a little bit of research. Then I moved into healthcare management. I came back to research. I did another postdoc in radiation oncology, and then I switched towards licensing and intellectual property. So I worked there for a few years. I got involved with some of the teaching positions within the entrepreneurship, and then from there I came to Frederick National Lab, where I work in the Partnership Development Office.
All of those things is the reason why you and I are now talking about something really exciting, to putting together our first accelerator here in FITCI. FITCI will host it, but what's even more exciting, I think, is that it's becoming a community accelerator. So there's so many different partnerships that are involved in this to be a part of it. But you talked about partnership, you talked about teaching. So you've been through an accelerator, you were a mentor of an accelerator. Where's your
So my background in kind of entrepreneurship and accelerator is I was involved with a couple of smaller companies earlier on when I was in grad school and in postdoc. But then after my postdoc, actually at University of Pennsylvania, I joined the Penn Center for Innovation, and Penn PCI, as they call it, right? They offer an I-Core program, which is an accelerator. So I worked as a teaching assistant for 2 cohorts of students, and I kind of got to learn what it's about and to work with the teams and what's needed, and you kind of learn what works, what doesn't work, and every team and every cohort is different, and depending on what kind of technologies you're going to work with and what kind of companies you're going to work with, but you learn. Like I said, you learn good and bad, and then you try to apply that, just like we're trying to do here.
Right. Yeah, and I'm glad that you're bringing all of those, so we can skip some of those problem areas and not learn from your lessons and stuff. So thank you for bringing that. So tell me a little bit about what's going on at Frederick National Lab. What can we expect? Some initiatives that you might be working on.
So. Yeah, that's a good question. Since ever we kind of, like I said, became a Frederick National Lab, we became a national resource, right? And we have a certain responsibility towards not only the funding agency, but also towards the external research community. So we've been starting a lot of different initiatives to get involved, both with the community and with the nationwide companies and entities. So one of the things that we are doing in the community is called a Technology Showcase. And we just started planning a 2019 Technology Showcase. And what it is, it's basically a showcase, as it says, in a collaboration with the National Cancer Institute. So it's National Cancer Institute, NCI, and Frederick National Lab are showing all the technologies, all the intellectual property that is being developed or that has been developed over the last decade or so. And these technologies are available for licensing, for improvement, or for collaboration. At the same time, we're also showing all the different capabilities that are present at the National Lab and the National Cancer Institute. And this started, I think the first one was, you were also involved, and you still are in that. The first one was in 2016, 17, I want to say.
2 years ago, yeah.
And it was very successful, so we expanded it to a full day, which was this year, and we got a great attendance. We had over 200 people. We had a keynote speaker, the National Cancer Institute director, Nat Sharpless. So we're planning the 2019 to present more new technologies and more capabilities and how to partner with us. So.
Exciting. We need to get more of that, and some phenomenal entrepreneurs here to take some of the technology and bring it home here to Frederick. So that's exciting.
Right.
Yeah,
right.
I look forward to it. And of course, we have BioBears afterwards too, which is really important.
Exactly, and how can I forget that, right? It's definitely follow the co-sponsored by BioBears, where after hearing all day about science, you kind of need that cold beer from the local brewery.
Yeah,
so.
and it's great networking and stuff as well.
It's amazing.
So
it's an all-day event, but for some reason that lasts the longest, that last part, and people really enjoy it. So we've been getting some good feedback.
So I'm kind of wondering in terms of our last question. So small businesses, 2-3 people, and then partnering with Frederick National Lab. What's the synergy and sort of relationship there that makes that work?
So we love small companies, right? And actually we love partnering with anyone, and we partner with big pharma, with small pharma, with academia, foundations, you name it, we've partnered with them. And why we like specifically small businesses is, first of all, like you said, we believe there is a great synergy, right? When you're opening a small business, you're usually basing your business around a very unique idea, right? Or IP, intellectual property, technology, whatever it is. And I'm talking in the biotech world. So we think that a lot of these unique technologies actually need help to be developed, right? And when you get a one person or two people small company, right? They have limited funds, they have limited resources. And if we think that this is something that's really promising, we would love to help develop. First of all, our goal is to advance cancer research, right? So our goal is to make this technology available to the world, right? To basically for our patients to benefit from it, right? And if we can develop it with the company, or if we can help the company develop it, we would love to work with them. So that's where the natural synergy is. And then on the other side, companies are super excited to work with us because we have all these expertise, we have resources, and we're willing to work with them. We're willing to offer them very big flexibility on the intellectual property, so they get to keep their IP while we help them develop it. So there is very, very good synergy there.
Yeah, and you guys are phenomenal to partner with. I appreciate it. I mean, both you and Jim have come in and really helped the companies that we currently have, working with them as well. So thank you for that. We've got some great credas already happening.
Right. And it's our pleasure. Like I said, we're pretty new at it. We've been partnering only for a couple of years now, kind of more intensively. But we're working out the kinks, and we're trying to become faster and more efficient.
Well, thank you. I appreciate it. So thank you again for everything that you do.
Absolutely.
And thank you guys for watching In the Trenches. And you want to check out our website, fitzy.org, to make sure you see all of our different advisors, as well as our mentors and the people that are really behind the scenes of FITCI. Thanks. Have a great day.
Thank you.